so close to an air unblockable right there. Oh no, this could be really bad. We have enough for the SBA. Not going to be using it.
I think this might be a safe set. No! Punish! The SSBA is going to land in full cinematic as well. This is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be enough to close out the set. I think both of us were thinking that that might have been a safe jab setup with the heavy, but nothing doing. Still got the punish with the SSBA, so Synn able to close it with that reversal. Folks, welcome one, welcome all to the first ever edition of Underground to Skybound, the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising online tournament here on twitch.tv/ATL Riot. We are going to be in store for some great round robin action between 6 very good Skyfarers vying for supremacy in this game tonight on Saturday evening. I will be taking you through it. I am Zohma Stills alongside Koyo. Koyo, how are you feeling tonight?
Doing great. It's been honestly an amazing day. Great Mother's Day. And honestly, I hope you all have been having some nice time with your family and such. But my goodness. When it comes to the night, we're just going to be heading on to Grand Blue. It's going to be even more fun. Memories that now turn into like legends, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, Synn is where I stole, Synn and Diaphone was where I stole most of my Zoe stuff from, so getting to see them and talk through their gameplay is awesome. But we are going to actually get started right now with Nothing versus Satoshi. So this is going to be some Ladiva versus Lowayne. In vanilla, this was a low tier fest, but in this game, I think Lowayne has been getting some favorable opinions. So talk us through a little bit about what's making Lowayne so good and what Satoshi could potentially do to get one over on the Grappler of Love as they go right into the first Jewel Screwdriver.
And oh my goodness, another one as well. So generally, what makes Lowayne good is that he's actually got some decent zoning, but unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like he's able to get any of that started. Just because nothing's really going in hard here.
Nothing, definitely one of the more aggressive Ladiva players you will fight against. You see some of them try to pick and choose their spots on when to commit to coming in, but Nothing is just all holds barred until proven otherwise. But right now we got the human pyramid attack coming out, so some reversal of fortunes is the MO post that SBA for the Bro fam, and they are just tossing them and making it look like a party out here.
Yeah, actually doing really nice with that. Also getting the Raging Strike into the Raging Chain. This isn't going to be able to kill, but that's another reset.
Yep, the 50-50 scenario. You had the boys, Sammy and Tommy, setting up the high-low action and then just got clipped low after trying to spend 50 meter for that reversal. Satoshi being able to take the first round with some trickiness and just going to brave counter on out of there after trying to hold the plus frames from the headbutt of Love. But Average Grappler still in there getting the Jewel Screwdriver once again.
Oh, nice use of the meter for the DP. Sets up the boys. Getting around the headbutt as well. The unblockable headbutt, you always got to be worried about that. Oh, no conversion on that anti-air, unfortunately so.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Now, oh my god, no. Punish whiffing. But here we go, we're just gonna ultimate lariat on in there, gonna be some huge damage as we're just gonna get the reset in there, and now gonna get even more damage on another ultimate lariat. That is unfortunate from Satoshi, picking the worst time to stand up and get hit by that.
Yeah, stood up, and I think they also pressed something because it is a guard crush, so you're able to just go for a brave counter, but that was actually just a full-on hit.
Yeah, just unfortunate, just probably just trying to check something with an approach, but wasn't aware of what the option that Nothing was using to get back in there with that blue flash coming. And some yellow flash going on right now. We're getting the full heavy headbutt of Love combo extension into the Skybound art. Just a kick to the jaw of Lowayne. Here we go with the human pyramid attack. So it's time to play some Mario Party.
Yeah, just look at that as well, just running you straight to the corner. The Ladiva combo took you to the corner and this human pyramid attack out of it, but oh, another great anti-air. That is one thing about Nothing. They really do like to jump because it gives them such a great amount of positioning, but like it's not going to be the easiest when you have someone who's always ready with these anti-airs.
Yeah, unfortunately, as Satoshi's able to wrap things up with the Raging Chain, oh, I think the room is actually set to...
yeah, I don't know why that happened.
So yeah, we might have that looked at, but as I was saying, Ladiva not necessarily having the best defensive option, so understandable why Nothing would want to use the jump out, force a cross-up situation maybe as well as their primary way to get out of the corner. But like you said, if Satoshi's ready to hit that 2H, that can be disaster. And HPA could spell disaster for you if you guess wrong, but Nothing has been pretty good about dodging it so far.
Yeah, very good so far. Nice. And was also ready for the 6XL. Nice.
Oh, trying to set up the zoning, but Ladiva just running on in there and going coast to coast. The love doing the most. Slam him down on the ground. It's time to guess. And guess wrong, you did. What are you doing holding down back? I am going to teach you a lesson in math as we're going to count to 3 together, my friend.
My goodness, yeah. Ready with the SSBA right there. Even if a parry was to come through, it wasn't going to really work. Had to jump out, and that's still also another scary position to be in.
This is getting a little crazy because, like I said, I was assuming that we were in a first 2-2 situation, but now with the added round, Nothing has a chance, and they're going to try to take it, but right out of there, Lil Wayne is going to spend 50 and going to respond to Nothing trying to spend 50 to get out of there. So here comes the corner pressure from the Bro fam.
Oh, even stuck inside the corner. Now you have to worry. Good block on the side swap overhead. This could be a turn for Nothing right here.
Yeah, I'm actually, oh wow, gonna allow the HP to come out. I thought Nothing was gonna spend the Skybound art to force Lil Wayne into losing another point to get the 20% damage debuff, or the 20% damage buff rather. But here we go, nothing mattering here as they get the cross up, getting out of the corner, and this should be death. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. And that's how we have it right there. Nothing doing really nice there.
Nothing short of some great Ladiva play to get things started, wrapping it up with the SSBA, teaching you lessons about love. We will see if we go back to the room to update the settings, but yeah, we may be going back out here. But good stuff from Ladiva after going down early in the round, or early in the game rather, and being able to force their issue after having to deal with Lil Wayne's tomfoolery. But yeah, we will see how that progresses now. But Satoshi getting things started here early.
New color, new me. You know, just gotta get that little reset in and continue on. Oh, nice throw, but unfortunately puts yourself in the corner. The 6XM is gonna change that up though.
Reversal to get out of the corner, but an HPA reversal of Satoshi's own. Finally being able to catch Ladiva on the ankles. So what are you doing? You need to tie your shoes down there. Tried to guard him away from the cat block, but still able to get the cross up on the jump out of there. That has been the MO for Nothing on defense, and it seems like it's paid off more than it's hurt them.
Oh, gotta watch out about the chip damage in the air unblockable. Actually works right there.
Yeah, people complain about the heavy fireball from Sig being able to link into an air unblockable normal, but Lil Wayne, funny enough, one of the few characters that can do that as well when they get the cat block set up. Ooh,
guard cancel puts you even further into the corner. What are you gonna do here? Oh, actually using all of the brave points. That's gonna be bad if Satoshi ever takes a hit, but right now seems like they're doing pretty good. Oh my goodness, actually meeting air to air with the Bro and Lil Wayne.
The worst possible situation, as you'd mentioned. All the bravery points are gone, so that's gonna be a grip of damage, but you're gonna get the HPA to come out, so you get one bravery point back, but you definitely want to make the most of this, and it looks like you're doing just that, finally clipping the low once again, or getting the low to clip once again, and baiting the guard cancel but not able to get a full punish, and allowing Nothing to jump out of the corner once again with the cross up.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Satoshi even got a few little hits in, but didn't really believe in them, didn't confirm, eventually leading to that. Really unfortunate, but still going in pretty nicely, not letting it deter them from going in.
You were mentioning how aggressive Nothing is with the Ladiva, and Loane usually wanting to set the zoning, but they are just going all the way in is Satoshi, and they might be rewarded here with a closing setup. Yeah, there we go. Fading the Brave counter on the cat bot once again. That has been a great setup employed by Satoshi here in game 2, and they are going to be rewarded with a perfect to close it out and even the set down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, watching that, you can kind of tell that there's a certain amount of panic from Nothing, because every time that there was another setup of the bros or catbot in the corner, there was either a guard cancel or there was some form of reversal.
I mean,
so all that's going on. Oh my goodness, the ultimate headbutt actually, I think, hit the Catalina bot first and lost this unblockable property.
Yeah, it seems like Satoshi has the download on how to combat the reversals from Ladiva. It's been like only if Nothing has been able to jump out of the corner have they been able to take the upper hand. Otherwise, Satoshi has just been so dominant on offense, being able to push the grappler into the corner as they go up early in game 3.
Another anti-air right there. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to convert. That's gonna be some good damage, and corner carry actually doesn't go into the lariat.
Yeah, the heavy awesome sauce whiffing gave Nothing a chance to try to get something started, but unfortunately Nothing doing, so now Loane gets to go back there and try to get a snack, but Loane is going to be interrupted by a lariat on the part of everybody's favorite love wrestler.
Ooh, yeah, getting poked for trying to do the 5U. The too low. Brave counter just to put you closer to the corner, and oh no, getting hit by the raw raging strike. Can cash out into SBA as well.
Oh, that was such a tricky setup because you were about to get the 50-50 from the Bro Fam summon, and they go straight into the HPA. So just pressure on pressure, mix on mix, gimmick after gimmick, and Loane is going to take things 2-1. Satoshi riding the ship after losing game 1 and just absolutely employing the shenanigans of the Bro Fam to take the set.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta research that Loane character. I mean, he's like top 1, no losing matchups. Like, what are you gonna do against that guy?
Yeah, I liked it better when there was just like he had nothing to do. He couldn't send out the flaming wheel of death at you, and like, you know, that was not a factor. But that being said, we're gonna get into our next set here. It's gonna be the tank on the Lancelot versus one of the better Zoes you will see in Synn. This is gonna be some good stuff. I know we were talking at the beginning of the broadcast about how much we love watching Synn's Zoe, a complete mastery of the character, but going up against one of the big winners of this version of Grand Blue in Lancelot the Ice Knight.
I'm also pretty sure the tank is not new to anime fighters at all. If I remember correctly, they also have played other games like Blaze Blue and Plus R, so they're actually very knowledgeable on other anime fighters. So coming into this, playing the Lancelot, I'm honestly also excited to see what they've been cooking up. But right now, they're kind of getting cooked a bit by Synn, especially in this corner. All those Dragon Flames. Oh no! Just not getting the hit with the SBA.
And not able to convert off of the 6-6L into the far L because you didn't have enough meter to make it Raging Chain, but everything is just fine. Everything's just dandy. Synn able to take the first round despite that, and actually trying to do 6-2-3L, a bit of a knowledge check, even though their -2 ran up and through, and no throw break from the tank. So we will see if they're just gonna get some more knowledge checks against them.
Right, some usual 6-6L pressure. Oh no, just out of range right there for Synn, so they get hit by the heavy fireball. Now, are we going to be able to set up into Oki with the fireball? But no, we're actually going to be cashing out into the SBA, get rid of one of the diamonds. Very, very important considering they might want to go for the Brave counter after this.
Oh, absolutely. And you still get a really good setup post SBA as well. One of the few characters that has a very strong Oki after getting just the regular Skybound art. But Synn saying hell to that, we're just still going to go on in there, going to go into the heavy skill and then cash out with an SBA of their own. Unfortunately, that's going to put Lance at a 20% damage received buff. So Synn in a very favorable situation as the catching the wall jump from Lancelot with the 6-2-3H. Synn using some great awareness and employing the aerial skill to send Lance back down to earth and take the first game in the set.
Yeah. Oh, and doing that as well, that is one thing that Synn likes to do a lot, is to use the spinning slash at those ranges just to kind of get in their face. Normally have plus frames, I think, if they do the medium version. So now you also have to wonder about that, but oh my goodness, this combo in this corner right here, so much damage already going through it. Now the SBA comes through.
Yep, charging up some Dragon Meter as well. So there is an embarrassment of riches on the part of Synn right now, being able to set up Dragon and again catching the tank trying to jump out with that 623H. And Synn is going to force the tank into resolving to trying to get an SSBA reversal, but nothing doing. Was ready with the spot dodge and throw punish. Synn looking very strong here to start game 2, just as they were in game 1.
Fighting just to push even further back. Oh, nice. With the wall jump, gonna be able to do at least a good amount of damage. Hopefully get a setup into that. Yes, but the guard cancel. One of the things you always gotta worry about.
Oh, what you got to worry about is that armor dash H from Zoe. The Arbiter of the Skies can still play the grounded game with that amazing armor dash normal. That's going to lead to a Skybound art once again. Going to be able to set up Dragon off of that as well. Trying to get the 623H to catch Lance jumping out of the wall. This time the tank able to get out of that situation unscathed.
Oh, out of range, but no whiff punish.
We're just whipping a bunch of buttons right now, but nothing doing. Now the tank able to get something going here. Push Zoe into the corner, get the slight walk into the throw. Very dangerous situation, but gonna get caught low after Synn spends the guard cancel, tap the toes, and put a win into their column. 2-0. Synn is going to take it. Oh, I think we're going third game?
Seems so. May have not realized that it was first to 2.
All right, well, more matchup experience for the tank if they want it as well. But Synn looking very strong here, not giving the tank a lot to think about and consider in this matchup, and just running into a 2M, pushing them into the corner. Not going to go for a Skybound art setup. Instead, just going to link into the ultimate skill.
Who won that last game?
Synn. Oh, but yeah, here we go. The tank pushing them into the corner, confirming into a Skybound art. Again, being able to set up some really nice Oki and pulling the fireball here. Yes, there we go. Trying to bait out an option and does get a counter hit on the way down, but not able to link into anything. Might have been going for fireball after that, but was still in cooldown.
Oh, does this actually hit from there? No, it does not. My goodness. Yeah, the tank starting to use the turbulence on their fireball. That actually catches a ton of different escape methods. So it's really scary to ever try to reversal on those fireball setups. Right here, once again, you're gonna do the throw.
Hydro setup being employed with the turbulence, and again, like you were saying, giving Zoe a lot to think about here, forcing them to try to use ultimate DP to get out of there. Nothing doing though. The tank holding down back at just the right time, potentially going to lead into a Skybound art. They are only sitting on 1 Brave point, but unfortunately the combo is going to drop, still putting them into a situation where throw kills. Synn able to tech out of that one and inch themselves out of the corner, so Synn very much alive.
But even still, gotta worry about the Gorilla Blades, gotta watch about the fireballs. Plus, with that Brave counter, you're put at the lowest health that you can be with that. That's another good button.
Good stuff from the tank to get their first win in this set. So I guess they are going to try to play a 1st to 3 in this set. But great stuff there, not letting Zoe get started as much with the Dragon game in neutral. That hasn't really been the MO for Synn so far, just only been doing the light summons and the heavy summons, not really going into medium at all to deter Lance's movement on the ground. But yeah, the tank able to take full advantage of that, just saying, hey, if you're not going to play set play, I'm just going to run in your face and just start the aggression, as we are seeing right now, forcing Zoe into the corner.
Once again, just like those other rounds, going for the early SBA to set up Fireball, and now nice tech on the throw. Both players actually trying to see if they can catch good backdashes, but the guard cancel to come through for the plus frames, and oh no, that's gonna be a good amount. However, still far away from the corner. Dash H.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, just jumping right into it, unfortunately. And now the SSBA from Synn is gonna get things going for them, putting Lancelot without any diamonds to their name, but unfortunately gonna whiff the throw. Believe Lancelot was still in throw protection on Wake Up, so unfortunate for Synn. The tank going to respond and say, I will take it, and I will take this first round in game 4.
Ooh, nice use of the 2U right there. Great spacing. However, gonna have an opportunity, runs into the fireball, tries to go for a late guard cancel. Right in the corner.
Lance is getting the world against Synn right now. The tank is just putting so much pressure on them, forcing out, trying to get some immediate defensive options from Synn, and paying off in bunches. It is, look at the Skybound art already forcing Zoe into a throw kill situation.
Yeah, just needs one more good hit here. Doesn't really have to play too far, and yeah, the Gorilla Blade gonna be finding it, tying up the games for the tank.
Just so threatening and neutral, just being able to throw that out. And look, if they were even, it was going to be spaced out to where it was safe as well, so it was a good low risk high reward situation for the tank, just being able to throw out that Gorilla Blade. And honestly, that's going to give Synn something else to think about when they're trying to play that grounded game. But here we go, gonna get the 2H counter hit, landing into the corner, but we're gonna spend BC to get on out of there. But unfortunately, you're going right back in with that 623H.
Ooh, once again getting caught for that, and now while the tank gonna be using most of the diamonds, has at least the corner advantage.
Oh, that is
armor, but
yeah, the fireball beating the armor because it had multiple hits on it, so that was very interesting interaction right there. But the tank's still in a good spot, even though they don't have the life lead. They're slowly pushing Synn into the corner. As I say that, Synn gonna bully their way out with some dash L goodness. Link into the far L, go straight into the Skybound art. Nothing fancy, just keep it simple, keep it stupid, and keep a win in their calling.
yeah, right now, tank in a good position. It's basically coming down to if Synn can keep this to neutral or have at least some amount of their own pressure, it goes really well. But the moment that they're on defense, it's terrifying. So you gotta have this winning plan. But oh no, the tank, bring their offense.
Yeah, they were just prioritizing trying to keep Lance from getting out of the air, but the tank's still able to get out of harm's way, getting out of the corner. But here we go, gonna check the approach option, gonna get a counter hit with the dash L, and now we got some lightning pressure. We're gonna just brave counter on out of that and not even have to worry about guessing.
Kind of spacing. Yeah, that's a little plus, I think, if it's spaced. So watch out about that. Try to go for the 6-6H. Tank not ready for the hit there.
6-2-3L to try to get out of there. We're gonna brave cancel on that as well. And now Synn trying to find these dash L's. Oh, gonna
No way that reaction worked.
Skybound art. Nope, it's a little bit too late. The recovery on that fireball from Lance is a lot faster than it seems, and that is going to be a punish on the part of Lance. So now we are tied up in game 5, 1 round apiece. Here comes the tank.
Great anti-air right there, especially even jumping over them. However, Synn getting some good neutral control, at least for a moment. Oh no, you're gonna be pushed closer and closer to the corner. No anti-air that time. It is a little bit hard for Lance to anti-air the spiral slash.
It is not hard to get that back throw out of there, but you are gonna take them to a throw bait with the ultimate thunder, the classic Zoe play, and they are gonna push Lance into the corner. Oh, here we go. Now this becomes a little bit harder. It's gonna be a good guessing game employed by Synn, and just coming down with the overhead this time. They are able to close it out with no diamonds to their name, but diamonds be darned, they're still shining bright as they take the set 3-2 over Lance. But the tank definitely did not make it easy for him. What is going on in the lobby?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
I understand that you don't want to let Lancelot even try to get anything going on offense, but at some point I think you do have to see if they can deal with the dragon set play. But either way, they were able to still close it. Oh, here we go though. We're gonna get a Lowain Ditto question mark.
Lowain mirrors. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like one of the most cursed matchups I've had to watch.
How does one counter zone a counter zoner?
Good question. Let's figure it out. In general, this is not a very very easy matchup in my opinion. It's going to be very pendulum swingy, you know?
Yeah, very volatile. A lot of tomfoolery going on. Here we go. We're already sending out the fiery wheel of death. Satoshi now walking them into a corner and baiting out the ultimate parry. So now a heavy awesome sauce is going to go right into a corner combo, ending things off with a raging strike. Satoshi on the board first in the Ditto.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a good amount of the flame wheel as those two just kind of counter any of the other projectiles from the opposing opponent. So once you have 50 meter, you really have to watch out about even trying to set up any of your own zone.
Yeah, and then the bro fam coming out on the other end. We're going to actually pop a meal right in the face of corner pressure. Satoshi, you bold individual, you.
Yeah, very, very scary of a situation, but yeah, just not caring too much, still going on with their own stuff. Really guard cancel. There's the human pyramid attack.
Now, do we know about the HPA, or am I also going to get hit by my own character shenanigans? It looks like it's going to be that. And also just an air throw. Oh, but Iggy.
Let's see, can you play Mario Party? Human pyramid attack is one thing, but this might be a little bit harder. Yeah, getting caught like that, not what you want to see. The chip damage is going crazy. Great spacing!
Good stuff, baiting out the parry and standing out of the way of the follow-up, being able to punish it on the other end. Satoshi gonna take that first game. But yes, the Satoshi is in the blue and KemoEnjoyer is in the red. Thank you very much to TO and the people running the visuals for clarifying that. Trying to get the middle finger set up against Kemo, but Kemo just gonna send the burn right back to you and throw it. And now we're gonna get some real good damage here. Not gonna spend the final Brave Counter. Believe that they could have gotten the kill there. So Satoshi getting a new lease on life.
Nice tech on the throw. Satoshi just really low though. Nice dodge and the anti-air. However, once again, a drop on the combo.
And in the 50
spot.
The counter zone. Oh my gosh, just a clash of the awesome sauce going in favor of KemoEnjoyer. The better bro fam emerged on top there in that one.
Ooh. That'd be a bit weird to convert off that one, but I like how they tried. The throw right after having your parry dodged.
This is just no shortage of wacky interactions between these two. And we're just gonna not even give them a chance to set up the Mecha Cat in their face. Gonna parry, or you parry on out of there. And now the heavy awesome sauce. And then going straight into the ultimate awesome sauce, not even caring that they were minus there. Minus is just a state of mind when it comes to this game.
No, the 6XMs are coming through. There's the good parry. Twice over, and now it's over like that. KemoEnjoyer picking up the game.
Kemo just absolutely saying, darn the frame data. I'm going to take my turn whenever I see fit, but they're going to get hit with the beam from Caterpillar and get hit by the bro frame trying to jump out of the corner. So now Satoshi has Kemo walk in there, but going to get out of there with the raw raging strike.
The awesome sauce continue to push you closer and closer. Good tech on the throw right there. The human pyramid attack is gonna have to stop things for it. Oh no, Kemo though. Okay.
Here comes Iggy, Sammy's favorite girl, and now trying to see if they can pass the Mario Party offense this time. But Satoshi had a tough time doing it the first time around, but they're faring a little bit better here. As I say that though, a little bit early on the dodge. You probably want to opt to just block the blue and then just spot dodge the red if you have that much health.
Yeah, if you have a good amount of health, you can just go and just take the blue orb. It's a lot of chip, but you can kind of get through it, and especially as Luane, if you're able to get enough food items afterwards, you can kind of negate the chip damage.
Here we go. Satoshi still able to take the round in spite of the Iggy summon and catch them trying to cross over on out of there. This is not an N1 mixtape. This is the Luane show, but the other Luane is going to flip the bird right to you, saying they have a thumb to bite to your corner pressure. Doing it again.
Ooh, nice use of the flame wheel.
Oh, baiting the Brave counter, just gonna hop onto the other side, gonna catch them with the beam from the Mecha Cap, but now we're just gonna spend HPA and try to get on out of there, catching them on the dome, trying to press a 2M, trying to get on out of there, but KemoEnjoyer getting a back throw there.
Oh, what a great conversion with the cat bot and the bro.
Ridiculous. We are just seeing a lot of shenanigans in neutral between the two. And no shortage of that has been the cat bot beam. And now we're just going to spend the parry to try to get on out of there. Even trying to cross over a lot of these zoning options. And it's paid off a couple of times. But this time Satoshi able to get the back row that they want and push Kemo into the corner. A good tech on Kemo's part, but still Satoshi having the upper hand here.
Oh, the life is looking about even for both players. Not necessarily gonna be showing for much longer, especially if they get a few food, but goodness. With just the one parfait, has now enough for the human pyramid attack.
Oh, we're passing. I was just saying that. You got clipped low. I was about to commentator Christian. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Yeah, this is a little strange now, but Kemo able to still right the ship, push Satoshi into the corner, but a nice far L check from them. And that should be the set between the two. Actually, we're just going to run. Oh, no, it is going to be first to 3. I just checked chat. So these are going to be first to 3 sets. So Satoshi is up 2 games to nothing, I believe.
I think I thought it was 1 apiece.
Okay, so it might be 2-1 now.
Hmm.
All right, so here we
yeah,
go.
that might be true.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was 2-1 as well, but then I looked at the stream display and it had a 0 for Kemo. I was like, maybe I'm just imagining things, but look, I'm seeing 6 people at once on the screen sometimes, so this is a little bit confusing.
It's like, which one's which? I don't know anymore.
I really don't. If it weren't for the glowing weapons, I would have no idea. But Satoshi being able to not be confused by seeing double should be able to link into HPA for the kill here. Just gonna use some bottle service to keep things real simple. VIP sitting all 3 of them at once, and it looks like they're gonna be able to pay the tab for the night.
Battle 2. Engage.
Satoshi doing very good so far, but even still, just getting kind of pushed around a little too much here, so gonna be pushing their offense now, putting you to the corner. Great anti-air again, and this time we do get the conversion.
Yeah, I do love running up and checking the different options with the close L. If they're not going to spend the wheel, that is a really good option to do against Luane, so he can't just sit back and do whatever he wants. And now the HPA is going to come out. Kemo was trying to get a bite to eat in there, but nothing doing, and also trying to hit a button, but there was still one last button on the HPA, so they get the final hit. But now we're going to get a super Skybound art in return. Satoshi's still sitting on a healthy amount of life, so if they can just get it out of here. Oh, good stuff, though.
Yeah, that's generally what you want to do against the blue orb, is just try to run out of it before it actually lands, especially considering if you get close to Iggy at the end of it, you could punish Luane.
Yeah, so yeah, good employment of the counter strategy against the Yggdrasil summon, and Satoshi is going to take the set 3-1 in the Luane mirror match. Definitely a bit of a I'm seeing double situation, but Satoshi able to keep their eyes straight, their eyes on the prize, and they are going to be rewarded with a win in a very unconventional showdown. Yeah, now that Nier has been kind of knocked down a peg with the nerf to the DP, Siegfried has emerged as the flavor of the month, and it looks like that has been the preferable option, as we have Synn with the Zoe going up against Siegfried now. So it's going to be interesting to see how Zoe does against Siegfried. I think the MO should try to be to get Dragon out early so they cannot just get away with letting Fireball rip. And so Zoe can control the neutral that way. But again, it's easier said than done. If Siegfried can get started, it's very hard to deter him.
So from what I've seen in like the past brackets, a lot of the time Synn is going to be spending a good amount of the Dragon Gauge just to get in and not worrying about ever charging it. If we do see any amount of charges, it will be very sporadic and mostly from the ultimate Dragon. Yeah, as we see, already on super low amounts.
Yeah, spot
great spacing.
Ooh, gonna get the refill. I like going into the 236U to get some Dragon meter back if you need it. Forcing the guard crush with the ultimate lightning. Unfortunately, not gonna get a full punish combo that actually might have otherwise been the round. So now Siegfried has Zoe trapped in the corner and gonna, oh my gosh, that could have been disastrous, but good 2L check on the down special from Siegfried. Gonna get the side switch combo as well.
And now just keeping the Dragon out there. Constantly checking them at this spacing.
Oh, and checking the 2M.
Yeah, I really do love how Synn plays. Just constantly send out the Dragon, make you impatient. You're gonna do something at some point. The moment that you try to run up, they're pressing a button just to make sure that you do not even get anywhere near close.
Okay, here we go. Not able to link into anything but the auto combo, but the presence has been made, slowly inching what's otherwise a moving wall in Siegfried into the corner. And now getting a dash L, but still far enough from the where the far L whiffs. So Antiaquarian can get something started here quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ooh, not getting caught by that laser. A little unfortunate for Synn, but for Antiaquarian, they're in a pretty nice spot. Good roll right there.
Yeah, I think
people accept lightning? Yeah.
There we go. And baiting the Brave counter. The heavy lightning gonna come down on that attempt. Great heads up awareness all the way through, but not aware of the combo limit, unfortunately. 236U is gonna whiff and give Antiaquarian a new lease on life. Gonna be able to set something up off of the Oki from this ultimate special. Now gonna run up and throw them out of the 236U. That may have been a 623U attempt, but nothing doing. Antiaquarian is gonna get on the board.
Engage.
Yeah, very nice job. Just get through that. There's the laser hit this time, though. Let's see. How is Synn going to change up their plan for that? Once again, going in with the aerial slash. Lightning? What's it going to be?
Try to bait the guard cancel once again. 2M check to keep him in the corner. 5H check as well. Good stuff here. I think I was gonna say it would have been good for them to go into 236U to get the Dragon Gauge because it's empty currently. But going into Skybound Art, taking the damage and forcing a brave counter, or a bravery point, I should say, off the board for Siegfried is also welcome.
Yeah, and I've seen Synn multiple times at this position. They can play without Dragon Gauge very, very well. They can rely on just their spacing, fundamentals, and honestly, it works out for them. As long as they can get a good enough life lead, it doesn't really matter.
Yep, that 2U and 2M spacing in the corner is how they're going to secure the first game. 1-0 in Synn's favor. And now just, again, marching them into the corner, making them whiff throw, going straight into far H. This is going to be some great damage and some great resource management going into the 236U. And the great reversal bait. Synn just in total control of the first round of game 2.
Yeah, essentially perfect. I don't think they took almost anything but chip damage there. My goodness, yeah, just amazing control throughout. Going for a Raging Strike mix right there. You even waste the meter for the Raging Chain. But now, Antiaquarian down 2 BP. He's going to be taking extra damage this entire round.
You were mentioning at the start of the set that Synn has shown great mastery of the Siegfried matchup. Definitely has been made familiar going up against the likes of Artorias, Coach Steve, and a bunch of other online brackets. And we are seeing that on display right now. But Antiaquarian gonna get a back throw incident potentially. But we are mid-screen, but gonna try to cross over. Gonna run right into the heavy dragon, and that is going to be a Skybound Art finisher.
My goodness.
Yep, Riot Synn is up 2-0 currently.
Let's see, on to game number 3. Is it going to be just as dominant for Synn? So far, seemingly yes. Still in this corner, even after trying to throw out the fireball. The usual place where you feel safe is Siegfried. Not working out against Synn. My goodness, even trying to dodge doesn't feel like it works. A lightning setup. The overhead, you should be dead off that, especially with the SBA there. Actually, gonna be going for the ultimate skill, going for the cooler route with the dust loops.
Wanting the Twitter clip, the sole bad guy homage, the arbiter of the skies crossing in between 2 different universes. It still arcs this all the same, and it's still gonna be a round finish by them. And now they're still showing great control of the neutral. As I say that, what helps control the neutral is that EX fireball, so hard to dodge, and is gonna catch the recovery frames of the spot dodge. But Synn able to get a back throw, forcing Siegfried back into the corner, and now the corner pressure where Zoe has found her home throughout the set is gonna go on 236U to build back some of that dragon gauge. Oh, dude.
Great.
Especially even with the whiff throw handshake right there, and it still works out better for Synn. Synn does not have to worry here. Just has to look for one wrong move from Antiaquarian. However, if they get a good hit into SSBA, it could be over, but actually not getting that, getting this hit has a good amount of meter, tries to bait. Unfortunately, the spinning slash hits so many times. It's so active. Just a single dodge is not going to work.
Zoe being able to switch up and adapt to what the pace of the game is going to be and what character they're playing against is such a good thing. And Synn being able to do that in such a masterful fashion, like we saw against Siegfried, we saw against Lil Wayne, like it was some pretty good stuff. And now we're gonna see if they can do that against La Diva. Nothing coming back to stream to bring on the pain, bring on the love.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Yeah, this can be a very, very difficult matchup for nothing. And already a nice anti-air. Now you have to worry about the lightning, not worrying enough.
Yeah, we saw
good damage.
We saw earlier that Nothing was a bit hasty with being held down in the corner, and against someone like Zoe who has amazing corner pressure that she can loop with the lightning to force the 50-50s and stuff like that, it can be a very detrimental habit to have, to always go for an immediate defensive option, as we see Synn tack on the perfect already, just ushering La Diva into the corner and making them pay for being a little bit too hasty.
Oh my goodness, and starting it off with an air unblockable here. Already putting Nothing into the corner. Great 2L on the lariat, knowing it, you can't get hit if you're crouching. And oh my goodness, just once again, being ready with the lightning, making sure it's like you're probably gonna press something, it's not gonna work, and this time again, tried to press, it's still not working out. A perfect for Synn for game number 1.
It could not have gone much better. You were saying how tough it is for La Diva to contend with a character like Zoe. The dragon already makes it tough, but it becomes even harder when you get pushed into the corner that quickly, and you didn't even have the 50 meter to reversal that early as well. But now Nothing trying to force the issue, but unfortunately going to try to jump in. Synn all the ready with the tall 2H, and it's going to be a tall ask for Nothing to try to reverse fortunes in this corner position.
Yeah, as we've seen before, Synn loves to throw out the 236Ls a lot, and I think that's where Nothing is like just trying to get in with those jumps, wanting to just get around it, but finding themselves in bad situations in the air, just getting hit with those 2Hs.
That one was just a little bit ill-advised. They had the corner offense, and really all you had to worry about was the DP, and I think it would have been tough for them to try to bait out an option other than throw from Zoe, because a lot of her grounded normals would have still put her in a safe spot if they were to whiff. So a bit of a questionable approach with that jump, but Synn is just going to welcome that and trying to welcome an H lariat, saying, I'm not one for hugs, but Duran and Learn might have something to say to that.
Goodness, and great spacing once again. I think that's my favorite thing about watching Synn in so many of these sets is the spacing is just spot on. And my goodness, stopping the lariat with the 6XL, and now, okay, the mash this time. Just immediate mash just to get out of the corner. Could be some info later for Synn, just to see about detonating the lightning immediately.
Yeah, I think I might have seen a buffer or a tea bag from Nothing after getting that strong interaction win.
Oh.
Synn might have taken a little bit of disrespect, taking that personal with the Skybound Art Challenge, just letting it rip. My gosh, Synn is just trying to send a message, and the message is gonna be signed, sealed, delivered with this dash H. Not quite closing it off though, but this should be about it. There's gonna be not a lot of resources for Nothing to get started, and they are gonna run right into a sweep of the leg a la Karate Kid.
Yeah, right now that's 2-0 for Synn. Just continuing on with their streak of terror.
Such a dominant character. Yeah, again, just so solid as a character, and Synn so solid as a player in neutral on defense. And then once they get even the slightest win, whether it's with that 2M or catching Ladiva out of the sky with the 2H that towers above all, you know, true to the arbiter of the sky and nature, they've been able to take that momentum to the distance, pushing them into the corner and forcing them into a really tough spot. And we are already here early. Counter hit with the 5H. This is going to be some good damage as well as a lightning set up post this dust loop.
And yeah, once again, just hit the meaty, go for the lightning. My goodness, one more bad interaction for Nothing and it could be over, but at the very least, blocking here, try to get their turn. 6XL is just gonna get Brave countered. Good check right there with the light, but getting caught out with the close heavy.
Yep, canceling into the charge as well on the counter hit, and so that is just, again, some great mastery from Synn in that anti-air situation. But here we go, getting something started here. The heavy lariat finding a way in. Okay, so yeah, we got our first full screwdriver, so now we can see Ladiva try to get something started. A second one. This is some good stuff here from Nothing.
Yeah, and that even caught the cooldown for the spinning slash. Now you're in the corner. Guard cancel again. No diamonds for Synn. Can't get any Raging Strike and Raging Chains. He's still finding some decent hits. Catching them in the air once again.
That far H is paying the bills currently. But here comes Ladiva being able to confirm there to close out the round, get on the board. So Nothing, not going out quietly. Synn is going to have to play one more round than they may have wanted, but they seem pretty content about it right now, getting the early corner conversion right here.
Oh, good bait on the UDP. Should be able to get quite a bit off that. Try to reset with the 5U, but getting caught here with the 6XH.
Yeah, a bit overzealous. I understand that as a Vera enjoyer myself, trying to go for that 5U reset, but Synn was all ready to jump on out of there and ready for another side switch conversion to force Ladiva into a more unfavorable position on the screen. Oh, no.
Didn't have the meter for the Raging Chain, however. Even with that, you didn't have any guard cancels. That's going to be a lot of damage. Can you build the meter for SSBA? Yes, you can. That should be it. That should be a game on the board for Nothing, doing about like 60% in this one combo.
It was ridiculous just being able to call out the neutral option from Synn and then convert it into that much damage. Did not have any diamonds that you had mentioned, so they were gonna pay the price for spending all that cash on the defensive end. And I understand that against the headbutt of love, you don't really want to guess as to when it's gonna end. You don't want to be on the +4 end, you don't want to be on the even end and then be holding down back when they go into a dual screwdriver reset. But it was a darned if you do, darned if you don't situation there. But Synn, not letting it deter them.
But even now, I can also see that Synn is going a very similar route to Nothing. The moment that they're in any amount of pressure, a guard cancel or some form of reversal is going to be coming soon. Nothing's also taking advantage of that. I mean, look at the damage they're doing right here.
A swift kick to the shin. Oh, but in kind is Zoe gonna do, and that's actually gonna link, but not gonna get the cinematic. Pushed out a little bit too far for the extra damage. So now, oh, but no Dragon Meter to force Ladiva away. But still gonna find the 2U on the H Lariat attempt from nothing. Good stuff from Synn. Great timely challenge there. That's gonna link into a Raging Strike finish on the round 1.
Yeah, like mentioned before, Synn really good at playing even without the Dragon Gauge. Just always aware and ready to get the combos like that. I find when they play their combo game without the Dragon, it almost feels kind of like how Nier plays without Death. And it's like a very smart way of doing it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Another
I
great
like
combo
that.
shot into the lightning.
Ooh, baiting out the invincible or the guard crush, excuse me, I can't speak today. The armored headbutt on the ultimate skill, and now pushing them all the way to the other corner, gonna put a lightning out and then just force the grab, but good 2P a la Gold Lewis Dickinson to catch them out of the ultimate thunder throw bait. One of the few characters in this game that has a 2P that's high enough to do that. So good stuff from nothing, and some even more good stuff here. Just getting a couple of well put out normals and linking them into some huge damage.
Yeah, without any amount of BP, that actually became a 2-touch game. My goodness. Still, now.
Yeah,
Both
not
players.
a huge fan of spending that BP there. They were -4 after that third headbutt of love, so not much going for them on the defensive end there, but I'll try to go for the dash A for nothing, doing on the, or dash M, excuse me. But here we go, catching them out of there. Looking like the first couple of games now. But we're gonna guard cancel on out of there to reset the situation.
Continue to send out the Dragon, just kind of hold this positioning. I really do like the charges in between, just to make sure that they have enough Dragon Gauge. So close to an air unblockable right there. Oh no, this could be really bad. We have enough for the SBA. Not going to be using it.
I think this might be a safe set. No! Punish! The SSBA is going to land in full cinematic as well. This is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be enough to close out the set. I think both of us were thinking that that might have been a safe jab setup with the heavy, but nothing doing. Still got the punish with the SSBA, so Synn able to close it with that reversal. I still hold you very close to my heart. But two characters that people do not hold close to their heart are on screen right now, with Siegfried from Antiaquarian and Lancelot from the tank. We will see how that plays out. So the clash of the Fiendrock Knights is going to happen right now.
Yeah, the Dragon Knights. I know a lot of people have been dreading fighting these two characters, but all the same, I still think that they're pretty cool to watch. Oh, even getting a buff early on. Okay.
Already popping the stock. Actually, I don't think we saw Antiaquarian get the chance to do that once against Synn, but now able to get it going here. So now threatening some more damage if they get the right touch, but the tank is just being overwhelming with the strike throw pressure, but gonna get met with a reversal Skybound art. This is gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Now continue your pressure. Brave counter. There it is. You're not holding the guard button. That's going to be a lot of damage for it.
Yeah, the SSBA gonna catch you frozen solid in the iceberg. Not quite enough, but gonna come back down and do some more tapping of the helmet and then just go into a normal throw. Why don't you? Just secure things and get the win on the board in round 1 in game 1. The tank is starting off good early.
I do really feel like, as much as we were complimenting Synn, we had to think the tank was doing a good number on Synn earlier. So I feel like this is another one of those players where you're really gonna have to test your defense and see how willing you are just to hold on for a little bit, wait for the correct time to reversal.
Oh, but actually lucked into a good time there. But another reversal with the ultimate turbulence is the tank. So still able to keep Siegfried close to the corner, but slowly inching their way out. But gonna get the whiff punish there.
Ooh, ends up in the corner now, but just the back throw incident. The tank gonna be taking game number 1.
Yep, in strong fashion there, the oppression getting started early with the strike throw offense and then being able to mix them by sending out that iceberg and then just dashing over to the other side like you were mentioning. Gotta hold down that guard button with that tricky left-right setup and then also employing the turbulence over and over and over again. We're backing out to the lobby, so potentially a character selection or just maybe just calming down and reassessing the situation on defense.
Oh, we might be able to desync a little bit because they are still in game for me.
Oh shoot, yeah, I got kicked all the way out, so
let me put up a little stream for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will
All right. Still in it right here. Good tech on the throw. The tank has them in the corner. DP just to try to get out.
All right, so here we go. Now trying to get a sweep there to push them a little bit out, but the tank just being aggressive is the MO right now. Gonna get the tech on the throw here and putting out EX Fireball to try to give themselves a little bit of breathing room.
Ooh, nice. Great sidestep right there on the Brave counter. Fortunately, just a jump over the Brave counter themselves. The tank in a good position here. Good tech on the throw.
Yeah, Antiaquarian, good stuff there with the whiff punish 6-6L. Gonna expend all the BP they can. It's not gonna be enough to kill, but it's gonna do some really good damage and threaten the throw kill here. Gonna run up and try to do that. Getting the delay tech, so now they're in a chip situation.
Yeah, single DP could end it. Gotta watch out about that as well. Doesn't have enough meter for an extra fireball.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, there you go. The DP, as you had alluded to, gonna call out the aerial jumps from the Lance. And look, trying to get over the EX Fireball, trying to not even try to contest on the ground against Siegfried, because again, the ground and neutral is something that Siegfried is very, very good with. So the moving wall is going to force Lancelot to try to take to the skies where they have a lot of mobility options, but nothing doing. They're just gonna let it rip with the DP.
Now, I think this time we may have actually gone to the room. Or it may have been another spectator desync.
Unfortunate. Yeah, unlike Strive where I could have commentated based on the live bar, cannot do that in this lobby. So a bit, like you were mentioning, a bit of a spectator issue there for us. But yeah, I believe they were tied up. So there's going to be a couple of games that we're not going to be privileged to seeing if they don't back out post this game.
But even still, we were seeing some pretty nice things and some good adaptations from the both of them. I'm honestly quite happy for that. So I feel like we didn't get to see much of Antiaquarian the first time that they were on stream. It's because it was a very, very dominant showing from Synn. So being able to see how they adapt to fighting the tank, it's honestly really, really nice to see. And just it's nice because just being able to see a different character's take on it. We usually see like Lancelot, very strong, very hard to defend, but Siegfried being a very basic character can kind of almost make it feel a little bit easier in that sense. It's like, okay, I know some very, very strong, very simple ways of getting out of this. And while the tank should probably have like a good amount of ways to get around those things, it really does help just basically see just how strong this character is and how you can feel confident knowing like, okay, no, my character can get around this stuff. If I just continue pushing through a little bit more, I'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have that FT3 situation, you give yourself more time, as you were saying, to sort of figure out what answers that your character has in certain situations, what the other player is, what situations the other player is trying to force exactly. Because let's be honest, Siegfried has a lot of situations that they are trying to employ. Definitely putting out that EX Fireball is the MO, the coup de grace, the creme de la creme set up for most Siegfried players. So the tank having the answers to that at first, was pretty good, and then having Antiaquarian on the other end saying, okay, they have an idea of what to do, so now I have to counterplay the counterplay. So that's been pretty cool to see, even as early as game 2. So again, some really good back and forth this early in the set. Unfortunately, we cannot see how much more of a deeper bag that each player has in this set because we're being kicked out right now, but it was cool to see in those first couple games.
Yeah, I think I do see that Riot actually has the spectator working for him. So at the very least, you guys do get to see it. We are just very behind on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. But at least you're able to see it. I think they're going to figure that out after this set as well. So we'll get kicked out, or they'll get kicked out, and then we'll be able to jump back in after the fact. So hang tight with us, folks. You are not going to be missing anything while this is getting figured out. But in the meantime, in between time, I heard word that the Beatrix trailer will be dropping tomorrow, I think.
Oh.
So I think that was just rumor mill. I'm not gonna confirm that officially, but I did hear that Beatrix trailer will be coming sooner rather than later. So I think a lot of people are very excited to see how that is going to shake out.
Yeah, very loved character, especially for the players from the gacha. And I think a lot of people are gonna love her style and and her personality. She's honestly a really fun character. I'm definitely gonna be checking her out once she comes out because she is another one of my favorites.
Yep, apparently at the EVO Japan booth, they were not allowing pictures or videos, so we couldn't get any like footage of what was going on. But from people on the ground, apparently people were getting back in line after they were done playing the Beatrix window, because apparently she and the build of the game at that point was just so much fun. So that is a great sign for the newest DLC to be added to this game.
Yeah, I love to hear it as well. And hearing about the new builds, it's gonna be pretty nice. I know that a good amount of people have been having like certain issues with balancing so far, but I know that they're gonna get it right in just a few more patches, if anything. Like, if not this patch, it's gonna be really, really good.
Yeah, even right now, I think the state of the game is in a good spot. I mean, of course, you do have your very dominant characters. You have Siegfried. Nier is still very, very good. Lancelot has been coming up. They just won Arc World Tour. You know, Seox is still very good. You know, you have all these characters. But I think we still see a lot of character variety across many events, whether it be offline or online. We've seen Anila come up recently. Zeta is still very strong. Belial is still Belial. So we've seen a healthy amount of character diversity and character success among the cast. And so I think that speaks to a good state of the game in terms of balance, where a lot of characters can get the job done at varying levels.
Yeah, as well. I think that is really nice. I do think with a few more changes to some of the system mechanics and such, I think a good amount of people kind of want some changes to the Brave counter system. I think with just like a few little tweaks, I think it will be honestly really, really good as well. Like, if we're already getting a great amount of character variety, and I think once some of the little gripes here and there with the system stuff goes through, this game will probably be like #1 best fighting game on the market.
100%. So potentially just a few tweaks here and there, and we're gonna have a really nice state of the game. So we will see what the people at Cygames and ArcSys decide to do as we get further in to the lifespan of the game. But apparently there's no plans for them to be halting the development of this game. They have expressed that they want the lifespan of this game to be very, very long and very, very healthy. So there's going to be a lot of attention from the devs and going to be support going for a while. And there's definitely no shortage of characters that people are going to be pondering and asking for after season 1 ends. So I know Sandalphon has been very requested. Vakala has been very popular among the people in the polls. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out after season 1.
Mm-hmm. I have my own long list of characters that I want in this game.
So who's top of your list right now?
So I remember even when like the beta had came out and everything, they actually sent a little questionnaire saying like, what character would you want to see in the game? And I had put Alexiel actually, who is another like boss primal character, the same level as like Grimnir. She has like a giant lance, which I think is like stupidly cool. She's like, oh my gosh, she's such a cool looking character, honestly.
And true to form, with a character with a pole arm, they would give her very stubby normals.
Of course, yeah. How else would you do that?
Yeah, I just remember seeing Grimnir's normal except for like far H, and I was just like, this seems kind of counterintuitive, but okay, they have a fireball and whatnot. Okay, it's like whatever. Then Vayne came out, and then I was like, okay, dude, what is going on right now? What, like, why are they just giving these people with ginormous lances in the right, and they just have some of these stubbier normals? Like, I'm just like, I see a character with a lance at a reveal trailer, and I'm, as a Vera player, I'm just like, shoot, I'm gonna have to play the 2M, the far M game against them. But then they come out, and I'm just like, oh, I can just bully them at mid-range. Sick.
And then I just have to look at Anila and go like, well, at least you got it right.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are not fans of Anila now. It was cute when she couldn't get a lot of mid-screen damage, but now you see the 6-6H Fisherman coming out and you just explode because you tried to dash block in a game that doesn't exist.
Honestly, if you had mean words to say Belial, he'd actually appreciate it. That's the issue.
Yeah, I would feed into the character. But on the other side, we're going to get Siegfried from Antiaquarian once again, so they are back on the stream setup. So we're gonna get a clash of some more top tier Titans here, but Belial has been a top tier Titan much longer in previous games than Siegfried has, so we're gonna welcome them into the Grand Blue world here as we get a parry going with the 5U early from Satoshi.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, my goodness. It is actually true though that it's like Belial has been really strong throughout the history of versus. This character, I feel, just got even way stronger come this game. It's actually a scary, scary idea. Wow, you made one of the best characters even better? How does that work?
And you're seeing one of the big reasons why Belial is so scary, already getting a lot of mileage out of the counter hit from that far H, that quickly approaching button that's also special cancelable on first hit. So it's a pretty good hit confirm tool. And then why not give them a command grab as well that has frames that are very similar to the parry. Just gonna walk up in there with the yellow flash and then throw you down on the other side. Belial and Satoshi gonna take the first round.
And yeah, there's the parry. Just gonna be going for the throw punish, you know, quick and easy. Oh! I didn't think that you could close heavy that from that high up.
You can.
How much damage is that?
You can as Siegfried, one of the few players that has a high arcing normal or a high arcing heavy. I believe Zoe can also do that at certain spacings, not like straight up close, but yeah, that is a privilege that Siegfried is afforded, and Antiaquarian is gonna try to take that the distance, but we're gonna get something going with Satoshi, but a whiff on the auto combo, unfortunately gonna let Antiaquarian go straight into a super, or a Skybound art rather, and even up the round count.
Very nice. It is one of the good things about dealing with Belial. If they try to go too much for the far heavy, you can sidestep it. If they only hit the second hit, it's no longer special cancelable, so you're usually pretty safe as well at the further distances. So you really have to watch out at the far heavy usage.
Oh, yep, there you go. Yeah, good call out, like you were alluding to, being able to sidestep that far H attempt from Satoshi. So now Antiaquarian seems to have a pulse on when they want to use that as an approach tool, but didn't have a pulse on when they were going to let that Raging Strike rip. So we're going to have to spend a couple BP to stop that from being a catastrophe. But still, both of them sitting on 1 BP and feeling each other out in neutral. Siegfried, however, going to get the swift kick to the stomach and get things going here. Antiaquarian in the driver's seat.
But a nice way with the 6XL in and the back throw incident. Now you're closer to the corner. Brave counter doesn't take your turn. Oh no.
Yeah, the far H still rearing its ugly, strong head there. Belial gonna be able to get more mileage out of that as long as the gas tank is not on E. We're just gonna keep it going with what works. So they are up a game to start the set. But now Antiaquarian is gonna inch Belial into the corner and try to set up that wall. And doing so, getting the counter hit on the 2L. So good stuff here early for Antiaquarian.
Yeah, some great damage. Tried to use an ultimate skill. I think that was ultimate fireball. So probably trying to go for ultimate DP. All right. Very least, Satoshi getting their pressure started. Oh, that's not the best type of DP right there.
Unfortunate. I mean, running into yet another Belial far H. So this actually not gonna do the whole expenditure, but gonna go into an MDP pressure reset and letting it rip with another far H. And Ultimate Osmodeus as well, gonna keep them locked down and catch them pressing rather. And Satoshi just gonna let it rip on the corner offense and just take that first round in a hurry.
Good DP here. Now you're going to possibly be put into the Belial pressure blender. Actually, going to be heading back to the mid screen where the Siegfried fireball works even better. Okay.
Moving wall just waiting for you, and you got a guard cancel on out of there. So now Belial getting things going here, holding down the armored knight and letting things going. Again, that far H is just so strong. You talk about the 2M, you talk about everything else that the character has, but the far H is not to be trifled with. Just a quick advancing tool and a heavy starter, so you're gonna get some good damage that leads into that Skybound art. And here it is again.
Yeah, and that should be a kill. I think that's 2 games for Satoshi.
Yeah, that Belial far H just doing wonders for them right now. So we will see if Antiaquarian is going to opt to try to play around that range to where they can get a whiff punish. Again, Siegfried not in any shortage of options to play that game. So we will see if Antiaquarian is going to do that. Right now, just setting out that fireball and following behind it with a dash M. So this is a good start to game 3 here for them.
Oh, okay. Even baiting out the DP, gonna be doing a good amount of damage, especially considering they had 2 buffs up.
Yeah, that was going to be a melting of the health bar, even with some hits to spare for Siegfried. And yeah, it does look like they're playing a little bit more of that whiff punish game, standing out there, throwing out that big heavy to counter Belial's far H. And then just setting out the fireball, dash emming right behind it. So playing a little bit more range battle to avoid running into Belial far H. As I say that though, gonna get caught trying to approach there, and now Satoshi's gonna get things started. And another dash or another far H to the face, man.
I think, so the usual counter to Belial's doing a lot of these far H's, they usually like to do a small walk back into far H, which usually gives you enough time to do sweep. Especially considering sweep usually puts you low enough that you can kind of get past the first few frames of the far heavy. However, I think Siegfried's 2U is a little slow, so it's not really the best at dealing with the Belial far H like that. You'll probably have to switch it up to do 2M, and that's sometimes not far enough, as you can see here.
Yeah, interestingly enough, you think about all the far-reaching buttons that Siegfried has, but some of this with the counterplay that you were alluding to is not great. And then Belial trying to go for that 6-H, it was blocked, but could not complete the punish on the, well, not a punish, but taking their turn back on the other end. So Satoshi able to get around and threaten set point here with the Belial.
Continuing the pressure with the fireball, finally catches you pressing. Guard crush, keep the turn going. Once again, the far heavy, just never ready for it.
Using the 2Ms, using the looping pressure with the fireball, trying to get them to hit a button, trying to challenge the gap in between the fireball. Finally getting them to crack with a counter hit post 2M plus frames, and now Siegfried is gonna have to spend the Brave counter to give themselves even a tiny bit of breathing room and even a little bit of a chance, but they're inching Belial into the corner and forcing them to pop a Brave counter, but here we go with Satoshi.
I want to mention, while a lot of people have had issues with things like 6XL, something that Belial's also really good at using Satoshi has not been really utilizing that 6XL at all, just going with some of the really kind of grimy types of pressure from Belial, just kind of looping it over and over again, just being ready and also being safe here. As we can see, Satoshi getting the last hit after guarding the SSBA. That's gonna be 3-0.
Belial walking them down, Satoshi then cranking up that pressure, looping that fireball pressure and daring them to challenge the gap in between, and then catching them with the 2M plus frames after the fact, and then going straight into that far H once again. So good stuff from the Belial, good stuff from Satoshi as they take the clean sweep. But now here we go, nothing is back on the Cavs versus Lancelot and the Tank.
So let's see how this one goes. It is going to be pretty interesting because even though Lancelot, a very mobile character, one that can also move into the air very fast, wants to be really up close though, and that's a very good spot for Ladiva.
Yeah, we are seeing up close and personal action right now as nothing goes straight into the Brave counter reset, the resource expenditure setup. And so here we go, gonna get the dash normal, not gonna convert off of it, try to catch them jumping, might have been going for an anti-air grab there, but all things are kept the same as they just go into a quick, easy B&B conversion to get the first round.
Battle 2.
Engage. Fireball just to kind of get things started. There's another good jump. I think the jump is gonna be actually pretty good in this matchup, considering Lancelot does not have the best of anti-airs.
Good note. Yeah, getting the mileage out of it as nothing has in previous sets, being able to get the cross-up property as well, so putting a lot of onus onto the Tank, trying to assess what to do in those situations. But here we go, the Tank slowly marching Ladiva into the corner, but they have to be wary of the 100-meter that they're sitting on. But here comes a good anti-air from the Tank, able to cash out into an SBA as well.
Yeah, should also get the fireball, and what's it gonna be? Okay, just continue the pressure for now. The guard cancel coming through. Back at you. Whew. Not ready for the ulti headbutt or lariat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, a little bit of a hand in the cookie jar situation. Nothing was going for a side switch jewel screwdriver, but getting hit on the startup as the Tank was able to mash on out of there, but still able to use heavy lariat to close out game one. So we're already seeing nothing being very tricky, like going the layer 2, just doing a little bit of a gimmicky offense being run against the Tank, trying to catch them unawares of some stuff. But it's already working out pretty favorably for them. Oh, good challenge.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult. We saw the 2 H's coming through for nothing, but yeah, once you have a character that can kind of redirect their air momentum, you're kind of going to get caught whiffing. It's going to be pretty bad when you're put in a situation like this.
Yep, here we go. Oh my gosh, and yeah, just repeat the same thing. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and just loop the same stuff and then go right into a throw to close things out. So the Tank employing the turbulence to maximum effectiveness to get started in game 2. And yeah, that is very tricky for Ladiva, who already suffers from immediate Abare options. They have to really commit to something on defense, and Lance just being able to force a lot out of a committal option from the other player can be really tough, but it can also be really tough when Ladiva has you in the corner like this. This could potentially be a game-ending situation here post this Oki. Oh, jeez.
Just ready for you to mash out using the ultimate headbutt. The armor, so nice right there.
Eating the guard cancel, and of course that is something that you definitely wanted to do to get out of that situation. And here we go, trying to spot dodge the second hit of the headbutt of love. You were going to be even on block. It's still a scary situation regardless, so I understand trying to employ an immediate defensive option there, trying to wall run out of there, catching them on the other side, but not able to convert into anything off that counter hit.
Ooh, getting caught jumping as well. The 2H does land. But now you gotta worry about that combo limit.
Yeah, there you go. And now you're giving nothing away out. And then the heavy lariat gonna push Lancelot back in there, but gonna slide on in there a la Kai Kisuke. Trying to use an ultimate skill to get on out of there, but the side switch is going, oh my goodness, great challenge with a 2L from nothing though.
Nice empty low right there. Finish for the tank. Taking game number 2.
Evening things up right there. Going back out to the character selection screen, are we?
No, I don't think nothing has a different character. Yeah, just kind of wanting to reset things a little bit. You know, take a moment, take a breather.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just like, I don't believe I've seen nothing on another character in their many runs in these online circuits. So yeah, we're just gonna go right back on there with everybody's favorite wrestler. But yeah, I mean, like, no reason to go into a panic option in their character switch because they've already taken game 1. Game 2 was still pretty close. So it's just tightening things up on the defensive end for nothing, and they should just be back in the driver's seat. But the tank, again, not making it easy, just being very tricky with their mobility to keep nothing on their toes defensively and forcing them to try to hit a button on the frame trap after close L.
This is once again a good amount of damage. It's going to be also getting a setup afterwards. This setup afterwards could just spell the end of this one. There it is. Unfortunately, can't fully convert, giving nothing an opportunity.
Too high on the aerial, and they're going to pay for it in bunches. Here comes Ladiva. No brave points to their name. Oh my god, they're gonna reset into the Super Skybound art. Nothing, you sly dog, you.
My goodness, this is some harsh love whispering in your ear. I've got you set.
Yep, 3 seconds is all I need. Couldn't get the count, but still, you are in the ring with me. I got some sweet nothings to whisper into your ear, and it's looking sweet for nothing as they get the first round in game 3 as they're trying to reclaim the set advantage.
Good footsies right there. Air unblockable right after. Pretty nice. Getting around the headbutt as well. Taking you to the corner.
Catching nothing, throwing out a lot of buttons in those neutral situations. Again, very uncomfortable, as you mentioned, when they're being faced with a lot of moving parts in their pressure. So I think the tank is just taking full advantage of that, just giving them a lot to consider, a lot to think about, and just forcing them into doing something. And then on the other end, the tank letting it rip with the ultimate turbulence to keep Ladiva in the corner.
And a guard cancel just to try to get back at least some amount of pressure, and there we go. An extra SPD. There's no way that works. Yeah, unfortunate.
There, yeah, we're in the air. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta spend it. You're dead otherwise, but here we go. Can't even get those conversions on the dash delta. There we go. Still gonna be able to close it out with a follow-up on the dash normal. So nothing is going to take this set advantage with a 2-1 set count here. And now we're gonna go back out. The tank probably gonna take a pause to think about something on the other end.
The tank has kind of been the opposite, where they're very patient on their defense, which is not actually a good thing when you're against a grappler. It's being too patient, you're just kind of opening yourself up to these throws. And admittedly, while command grabs don't do as much damage in this game compared to, say, some others like Street Fighter, they add up over time. And they can add up to quite a bit. So if you're not ready to throw out some reversals, you're kind of letting them go through it pretty easily.
Yeah, but that vortex of the headbutt of Love Rekka is just going to keep them guessing too. And look, they tried to challenge right there, but they got hit by that first hit. And so now they're going to get pushed into the corner, trying to reset into the 5U, but nothing doing great. Challenge from the tank, and now they have assumed the corner position. So let's get something going here.
Yeah, another setup into the fireball. Great mash out right there for nothing.
Oh, but
good throw.
Yeah, Yeah, sweet chin music right there from Lancelot. Oh, almost had a favorable trade conversion there too, but nothing doing there. But gonna get the frame trap that they want, catching the mashing, and then Tank is gonna be able to close out this first round in some good fashion. Was looking pretty scary there, but was able to keep Ladiva locked down.
Great SPD to start things off. A good amount of damage once again. Let's see. Gonna do it a third time? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you're
now look at that damage already so far.
And yeah, that's the beauty of it too. Once you start landing those SPDs, not only is the damage gonna add up on the life bar, but you're putting that in the back of the other head. So when they finally say, I'm not gonna hold down back anymore, you can catch them with the close heavy trying to jump out. And then that's where all the damage comes out. And then you can SPD trying to catch them doing Gorilla Blade. What a crazy grab from nothing there.
There's no way that you planned that. That had to be a misinput. That had to be a misinput and you got lucky. There's no way I'm believing that you did that on purpose. Oh my goodness.
But oh my gosh, yeah, let's just, definitely go on Twitter and say you were just so calculated, you're just built different.
Like, read like a book. Gotta say it. Stopped at chapter 2. I already knew it was gonna happen.
So I threw that before I even got in the room.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Tank not even giving second thoughts to what they're doing right now. Already putting a lot of damage on the board and baiting out the guard cancel. Not going to be able to convert anything that's going to close out the game, but going to put nothing in a bit of a bind and forcing them to try to Abare on out of there. But a jewel screwdriver, sometimes all you need.
Ooh, and another. Yeah, this time trying to press something, but the 6XL comes out. We have meter, so we could see an SSP or SSBA right here. Gonna take away 2 of the diamonds. I don't think it will. I think it's gonna be one more touch, possibly even a 6XL afterwards.
Okay, yeah. Good call out on that part. Yeah, this is gonna be really scary. Look at him trying to jump to catch the option, but the jewel screwdriver is gonna hit again, and nothing is gonna close it out in signature fashion. What else would you expect with the jewel screwdriver that was just taking it the distance in the latter part of the set? Good stuff from nothing as they take it 3-1 over the Tank. Alrighty, but here we go. Satoshi is gonna come back on stream with the Loane, and Synn, who's been absolutely dominant to this point, having not even dropped a single set. Actually, neither of these people have lost yet, so this is going to be potentially for the victory spot in the round robin. So Synn at 4-0 with the Zoe, Satoshi at 3-0 with the Loane. Let's see who comes out on top. It's going to be very important for Zoe to get out that dragon so Loane can't do any full screen nonsense, and he's going to be on Zoe's clock.
Ooh, ultimate DP. Okay.
Here comes the catbot.
Not for long. The catbot not going to really be allowed to stay around.
Yeah, not a big fan of that is Zoe, and Satoshi trying to come up out. Here we go, the flaming wheel, but we're gonna respond with some meter expenditure of our own, gonna get the ultimate DP and force Loane into the corner, but 50 meter right back in your face, and a good challenge on the catbot, but out of range of the sweep to confirm into the corner combo. That would have taken the round.
And another throw, closing it out right there. Synn taking the first round. Not really letting Satoshi get anything started.
Yeah, again, that is the MO definitely for Zoe in this matchup. Getting the threat of dragon at least, or even setting out, like you see the H summon to put out the laser, or even just doing the light summon with the 236L to be in Loane's face, so he can't just sit back there and call on the boys. So like if Synn can get that established early, that's gonna be great for them. But right now, Satoshi's seeming to be a little bit more aggressive and trying to hawk them down.
I'm also starting to like that idea, using the 66H just to armor through the boys. And ooh, nice use of the ulti lightning, catching you for trying to go for a throw attack.
Little bit of stagger pressure there, but nothing, or not stagger pressure, but strike throw pressure. And the HPA gonna go through the H-Dragon, so now Synn is gonna have to play a bit of Mario Party. Oh, got the overhead to land, but couldn't do anything with it. So can Synn wrap this up? And they do, going into the ultimate spinning slash. Synn taking the first game in this set.
Oh, 66H. That's minus enough. You can get a punish. However, I'm not sure if Lil Wayne's 2M reaches. I think it should to actually get a full punish on that.
Yeah, it is pretty lengthy, so you might be right about that. Uh-oh.
Yeah, possibly. There's the punish. Fortunately, didn't have the meter to go into Raging Chain.
Unfortunate right there, missed opportunity, but gonna spend Raging Chain on the other end is Synn, and gonna go right into the ultimate spinning slash, gonna put out the lightning. It's time to guess, and guess you did not. The throw comes out, and we're gonna tech that one. Oh,
the handshake. Nice sidestep right there for the guard cancel.
gosh, yeah, the HPA though, because they couldn't really convert off of anything. So now you're gonna force Synn into a bind here, but Synn being really solid here. A couple of spot dodges too many, so they couldn't get the punish after the fact. But still, you didn't lose a lot of health, and you're still very much in this. But Satoshi hawking them down.
Super low on health, good tech on the throw, and my goodness, that 236L is active.
The criminal activity, you could say, just lagging on out there. Dern just taking your life bar because you tried to spot dodge.
Okay, guard cancel. Continue. Once again, card cancel. I'm not
letting
letting you have your turn, says both players.
So ultimate spinning slash here. We're gonna go into the dust loop, into lightning set up. What is gonna go? They're gonna go for the throw bait attempt. Oh, got this first hit of spinning slash to land, but didn't confirm into the second hit. So now Lil is gonna get started, but gets met with a check.
No, Lil, you can't bring your girlfriend into this. How many times do I have to tell you?
So here we go, the corner pressure that we've seen Synn do so well against with the spacing, the 2M and 2U. And look, just pop the Iggy and get out of that situation.
Oh, just a little bit earlier on some of those side steps. Gonna be eating a good amount of damage plus chip. Back to full screen as well. At least the Ultimate Dragon gets rid of the Catbot, and 66H dealing with the boys.
Yep, great stuff from Synn. It was getting hairy as Iggy was coming out, and they were taking a bit more damage than they might have wanted, but able to still reclaim the pace of the game there. And now they are up 2-0. Good sweep check on the approach. Synn's MO being able to send out that 2M and that 2U to stop Lil from even getting close has been really good. And they tried to cross over and just ready with the throw. So some great stuff on active defense from Synn.
Corner once again. Ultimate DP. Good job for Satoshi. Good hits, and this should be a kill. That was a little scary.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I understand you're up 2 games, so you want to let the UDP rip just because you can afford to be a lot more aggressive on defense. So good on Satoshi for being aware of this fact and being able to bait both ultimate reversal attempts from Synn. But yeah, you were going to be plus after that block, so I definitely agree with that BP expenditure to keep them in the corner.
Ooh, even whiffing right there, and a good whiff punish for Satoshi. Could possibly cash this out. Yeah, into the HPA. Gonna be getting a good amount of damage. Not gonna be able to kill. Actually, not even getting the full cash out, but catching it over with the overhead.
Yeah, the All-American reset there, actually panning out, getting a bit of added damage, being able to go into the overhead and then cashing out with the final hit. So Satoshi able to luck into some really good fortune there, which is just, you know, so par for the course for Lil.
Oh, the bro once again getting hit so early. Good sidestep on that parry. You can just do that on reaction. It is one of the unfortunate things about Lil's parry. Gonna have to spend the ultimate just to actually have a true reversal.
Yeah, the layers of Synn being able to set up that Thunder Loop offense and still having the wherewithal to bait out the parry and then punish accordingly. Some great stuff again from the corner offense aficionado, Zoe and Synn. But they're gonna run into Mecha Catbot's missiles, and here we go. Luane is gonna get something started now. Oh, as I say that, they get checked with a 2L right to the Jordans.
Your J's have now been creased. There's nothing you can do.
Look, man, that can hurt a man.
Hurts their pride.
Oh,
Immediately.
but what's really gonna hurt is that 5H counter hit. Now gonna send you into the corner. Now gonna just not even go into the dust loop. Just gonna put the. I think actually they would have had combo in. So good awareness on Synn for knowing what exactly they should do there.
No dragon meter on the side of Synn now.
Ooh.
However, as mentioned before, Synn usually pretty good at playing even without the meter. Nice use of the ultimate voice to catch the spinning slash. The dragon is back though.
Satoshi now putting out Catbot, but it wasn't around for much longer. Going to be able to tech the throw. The far H in response, but couldn't get the full punish combo. So Satoshi has another chance to get some corner offense going, getting the frame trap going into that close M. And this should be enough to close the round with an HPA. Here we go.
Very, very nice for Satoshi, putting a round up.
Cooking with grease is Luane and Satoshi right now. Just marching Zoe down and now forcing expenditure of the BP. But the heavy dragon gonna find this mark twice, and this time gonna link into the 2M on the falling bro fam. But here we go, the ultimate reversal from Satoshi gonna get them out of the corner with the cross up dash M on the other side.
Ooh, the Catbot actually working out to trade with the spinning slash. Not very common, but very appreciated as a combo breaker.
There we go. Oh, actually was going for the heavy thunder, but got caught by Tommy in the sky. So some very funny bro fam shenanigans. And even more are on deck with the HPA. Doing a little bit of shuffling. Shout out to LMFAO. And Synn is not laughing right now. They got hit with a corner combo even after dodging all of the HPA. And now you're in a throw kill situation, but a good check to the feet keeps Satoshi alive. It is at game 5 scenario to get the advantage in this round robin setting.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Ooh, try to go for the throne, working out better for Satoshi. Set back to neutral. The spinning slash is getting through the bros. I feel like you mentioned before, the dragon really does help stop setting up most of the things, but the spinning slash does very good at it too.
Yep, being able to just jump over all of the bro fam activity and come back down. You are -2 after the fact, so good awareness from Satoshi to take their turn back after the fact, but still very good employment of neutral tools from Synn. Yeah, they tried to get the HPA going, but nothing doing. Synn very solid on the defensive end. So here we go, going into the Raging Strike, Raging Chain conversion. One more guest on the Lightning Loop, trying to go for a guard cancel bait, trying to run up for the throw. Good tech on Satoshi's part. A just block as well for good measure. Here come the bros.
Oh, the one singular missile still hitting, but that did not deter Synn from mashing afterwards.
The 2M check gonna get Synn on set point here, potentially tournament point. Now they're trying to dash H to secure it, but couldn't get the full punish. Satoshi missing out on a lot of opportunities that he wished he could have. Oh no!
Ooh. You gotta worry, you're gonna be in the corner. Possibly set up lightning, yes, but the ultimate DP comes through.
Yep, that was good stuff. That was a fake setup that was privy to being matched on with an ultimate reversal because it is that much faster. Missing the dust loop, that is so unfortunate for Synn. So had Luane in the corner twice, but they were not able to capitalize on that situation. Dash Hing through the ultimate, but this time full punish on the 6-6H on block. Satoshi now getting things going with how they want. Oh no.
Oh, no diamonds? You're gonna die here real fast.
The 2M check once again. Synn using it to close out the game 5 scenario. So now they are in the driver's seat to take the whole thing. I believe That is 5-0 for them. So barring anything else, that should be the winner for Underground to Skybound this time. So good stuff from Synn to close things out in epic fashion with the Game 5 victory over the Bro Fam. Yep, I believe there's only one more game left, so it's going to be a bit of a second place victory lap for Satoshi against the tank. So Satoshi gonna have to recover from that great set that they had against Synn. Again, they were playing that very well, but Synn just narrowly edged them out. So we will see if they can leverage what's worked for them so far. Again, they only lost that set, so they are very much in control here, but the tank has shown that they are not somebody to be trifled with on the other hand.
Ooh, yeah. The tricky to unblockable.
Here we go. Yeah, it's really funny too, because both of these characters are so tricky in their own unique ways. Of course, Lowain with the visual pollution and tricky movement, but also in the mini game, as you're gonna see right here with the HPA, as they get the perfect here against the tank. But Lancelot, again, tricky with the movement in their own right. But funny enough, I think Lowain is one of the few characters that can curtail Lance's neutral options pretty well. They send out Fireball, but the counter zoning that Lowain has access to really can set the pace for them.
Yeah, it is pretty nice, especially with the M cat bot. Oh, okay, good counter hit here though.
Yeah,
Should be able to build enough meter for the SBA cash out into Fireball as they usually like to do.
And true to your word, here we go. Yeah, that close L to close H frame trap has done a lot for the tank in their run here today. And it hasn't stopped here. The Turbulence gonna catch him on the dome piece, but not able to confirm into a hit. And unfortunately, you're gonna let Lowain send out the girl of Sammy's dreams. Here comes Iggy.
Let's see, how good are you at dodging all of this? There's going to be a good amount of chip damage. However, the tank pretty high on health and gets in a great position to punish the deactivation.
You know, that was some really good awareness from the tank. I think they realized that they were close to the corner on the Iggy summon, so that actually enabled them to use the wall run to get out of a lot of situations that Iggy was trying to put them in. So some great screen position awareness from them and leveraging that to their ability to dodge through Iggy and get the punish after the fact.
Tech on the throw and the low. Once again, back to this neutral play. Nice catch on the mash.
Oh, here
we need a good amount of that though.
Get the wall run on out of there, going same side this time. But yeah, same side once again, catching him on the dome piece with the Turbulence, the Fireball in the back as well. A little bit of a taste of your own 50-50 medicine, says Lancelot. And here we go again, the Fireball catching them on the ground, putting them in crouch state, and then finish there by the tank. So good stuff to get things going.
Yeah, first it all started to go down once it's like, oh, you're not holding the guard button. All right, I can go through. Just like how Catalina bot went through the Fireball. Not what you want to see for the tank, but
not at
must
all.
felt pretty nice for Satoshi.
Yeah, the counter zoning again being a very good deciding matchup factor here for Lowain, and it's going to be what ushers Lancelot into the corner here. Gonna catch them low with the Bro Fam summon. Sammy and Tommy diving for the ankles. An attempt at an anti-air 2. Nothing doing. An attempt at a guard cancel. So the tank is actually forcing Satoshi into a bit of a defensive bind, but that's what the HPA is for.
Ooh. Yeah, the tank tried to mash out, giving the HPA the perfect timing to get the kill.
Jackie Nuts in the comments saying it's Mario Party time, baby. Yep, the mini game coming out in full effect. It's a bit of RNG, a bit of a skill-based issue, but all the same, it's a point for Satoshi, and now they're ushering Lancelot into the corner. Oh, here we go. This time holding down the guard button and being able to tech out of it late with a delay tech. Oh.
Ooh. All right. To the corner here with the Gorilla Blade. You're going to be taking a good amount. No SBA quite yet. And the small drop at the end right there.
Allowing the close close L mashed out
Oh
by
my goodness.
Satoshi. Here we go. Gonna run up. Might have been sensing a throw was the tank, but just gonna hit the close L in their face and be able to get the counter hit conversion into the first win of the set. So we are tied at 1 game apiece in our final game of Underground to Skybound.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the
What?
throws once again just getting casted aside. Guard cancel. Gonna have to do something here. Nice use of the sweep.
You're seeing Satoshi being really good with the delayed run-up options to try to bait out an immediate defensive option, which has been either delay tech from the tank or just straight up mashing throw. And look, there you go again, just coming up at a range where far L or close L is gonna poke at you and catching a counter hit on the other end. And now you're hesitant to hit a button, and that enables a throw there. But here we go, the tank now the one throwing them into the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh, 6XL with no fear and with a bunch of meter. The SSBA should be good here. And this should be a kill. Doing so much damage. Lancelot, usually considered like, oh yeah, you probably need like 3-4 hits to kill. But that time with 0 BP, that was like 70%.
Yep, 0 BP and 0 HP on the part of Lancelot, but all you need is a pixel in a dream sometimes, and the tank is gonna keep on believing, but Satoshi's gonna catch him, keep on hitting the button with these run-up close lights. So here we go, ushering Lancelot into the corner, trying to back off for an anti-air, but getting caught and counter hit with a 2H attempt, so the tank now reversing fortunes and putting Luane into the corner.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, good sidestep right there on the guard cancel as well.
Backing off and yeah, employing the HPA to reclaim some space. Catching them trying to jump over, but the sparklers are everywhere. Missing the 2H.
Tried to go for a 2H. That's not going to be good. You're going to be put in the corner, taking a nice amount. Can we get a setup with the, no, not the EX projectile. Once again, a good sidestep, and that's going to be a kill.
So keen with these guard cancel baits is Satoshi. That's the second time that's worked out for them, and being able to convert it into a round win this time around. So now gonna put out the cat bot to get some screen positioning going early, but Lancelot so good at jumping out of the corner with that unique wall run trait. Oh, but a trade there with the cat bot as they were trying to reclaim the neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. HPA coming through once again. Overhead. You're taking a good amount of damage for that.
Okay,
Can't keep him in the corner though.
I know that like Luane is pretty fast, but it was really funny seeing Lancelot back away and Lancelot just like hawking them down. Like I did not realize that HPA was that freaking fast. But Lancelot trying to reverse fortunes quick, fast, and in a hurry as well with a quick SSBA activation, and now leaving Lancelot with only 1 BP left and catching them with an empty jump after the wall throw. Not enough to kill.
But no kill.
Gonna run them down, trying to get a throw in there. So the tank is just being ultra aggressive to get things started, but unfortunately gonna throw them out of them, trying to get a brave counter expenditure on the guard cancel. So Satoshi is gonna be up 2 games to 1, trying to close out the event in their favor.
Ooh, nice catch to stop Satoshi from jumping. Ooh. Okay, awesome sauce. Get you closer to the corner. We really want that early on. That's the unfortunate. Oh, wow, great spacing.
Finally getting the 2H to hit on the wall run attempt from Lancelot. And now they're going to get some strike throw pressure here with the close L. Oh, yeah, but a well-timed ultimate turbulence to get Lancelot out of harm's way. So here we go.
Nice way of getting out of the corner, going for the human pyramid attack. See if they can cash out at least a little bit. There's a good hit.
Yeah, there you go. Catching them low, sliding down Sandlot style, and now Satoshi threatening set point. So the tank is gonna have to get a little bit more mileage done if they want to force a game 5. But right now, Satoshi just running them into the corner and just backing off, letting them wall run. Oh, but not able to get the 2H that time. That has just been so unfortunate for Satoshi. there's been them running the tank into the corner, but not able to stop them from wall running on out of there. The 2H's keep on whiffing, but the tank is gonna welcome that as they keep on getting some damage here. Gonna link into a Skybound art? Yes, sirree.
That's gonna be a lot, and then once again, getting set up with the EX Fireball. Just gonna need one more good hit. SSBA is available. We're not gonna be able to send out Yiggy. The tank is gonna take the round.
Very tricky overhead setup there. Just gonna bounce off of the wall right over Lil Wayne's dome. I ain't gonna lie, I did not block that because that was some great corner offense from the tank. Going deep into the bag of tricks here, but nothing crazy about just using that heavy Gorilla Blade to send them in there. But here we go, Lil Wayne getting the back throw incident and getting started with the heavy awesome sauce combo.
Once again, we've seen that the tank just likes to stand up when both the boys are out. If Lil Wayne is in the air, I'm blocking high.
Oh, absolutely. And getting them blocking all sorts of ways, but they're the wrong ways, as HBA is gonna close it out with a 3-1 win for Satoshi. That should be the final match of the night. So great stuff to all competitors as we wrap up and recap the night for y'all. Synn is going to emerge victorious with a perfect 5-0 win. Satoshi coming in with a 4-1 second place finish, and then Kemo rounding it out at third at 3-2. So great stuff to all 6 competitors. Thank you so much for allowing us to cover all of these awesome games. I want to once again plug Yoga Sanctuary is going to be happening tomorrow for any SF6 enjoyers, and I know there are a lot of y'all out there. So it's a bi-weekly tournament that happens every other Monday. You will see in chat a YS command. Sign up for that if you want to be part of the Street Fighter 6 action, and then tune into the stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe is the time for that tournament. So that is going to be going strong. You see the visual on screen right there. So keep it locked with twitch.tv/ATL Riot for all the bi-weekly action between Yoga Sanctuary, future Underground to Skybound tournaments, and the Tension Temple, of course, the Guilty Gear Strive bi-weekly as well. So follow the channel, make it locked, and then also hit the socials for ATL Riot. And we will soon be rating Satoshi's stream, our second place finisher, the very strong Lil Wayne enjoyer. So any last words before we send them off?
I've got nothing, honestly. Just keep enjoying the game. Hope you've been having fun.